Okay, today's episode, very simply, is all about getting promoted. And it's somehow already happened off camera. Hello guys and welcome to Season 1 Episode 6 of Let's Go Parma. I'm Stubo. Thank you so much for joining me in today's episode where it's all gone horribly, horribly wrong. Long story short, I don't know what's happened to most of this episode, but most of it is no longer on my computer. I've tried a couple of different recovery programs to find it. It's not there. I don't know why. I've got one file which is horribly corrupt, which just wouldn't do anything, which is very, very strange. So I don't know what's happened to this episode. The only thing I've got to show you is the game where we have a chance at confirming the Serie B title. Now, it was originally going to be the game where we confirmed promotion. However, the day before, there was a game between, I can't remember who it was actually. It might have been Frosinone and Brescia. I can't remember off the top of my head, but I'm going to show you that game at the very least. But everything before it, everything after it, the season review, all gone. And I'm really, really frustrated. But I will go through a couple of bits at the end and just talk about the season as a whole. I'm really frustrated. I'm halfway through recording season 2 as we speak. I've recorded up to episode 3 of season 2. I'm actually at the point where the Qatar World Cup takes place, so it's the kind of November time, so it's not even like I can reload and like play the last little bit and go for that. I haven't got a save point for that anymore, so it's really frustrating. I don't know what's happened to it. I've looked through my computer. I've looked in the places where I've saved anything. I've not changed where I save anything recently at all, so I don't understand what's happened. So I can only apologise for the quality of this episode. It's not going to be the same as it normally would. And we're going to be going into episode 1 of season 2 after this, and you'll see what happens in this episode, obviously. What I'll do is I'm going to load up Football Manager in my current save and try and show you the end of the season table and show you those last few results. But yeah, I can only apologise for the mistake. But enough of that nonsense. I'm going to get you to the one game that we have got. And hopefully you will be seeing us, well, as I've already said, you already know that we've been promoted. Hopefully you'll see us lift the Serie B title. So with all of that said, I'm going to pass you over to Stu. He's going to take you through the game as was intended, and I'll meet up with you guys after we played it. I've not even mentioned the fact that we can win the title in my team talk, just try and ease a little bit of the pressure. I know sometimes it's good to turn around and say, you could do this and this, but I kind of don't want to do that. I kind of want to let the players just play football and just get there themselves. I mean, we're promoted. That's the main thing. Obviously, Citadel are trying not to get relegated here. So realistically, they've probably got a little bit more to play for. This chair is annoying me. They've got a little bit more to play for than we have in theory, but we really want to go up as champions. We do not want to absolutely bottle the second half of this season. If we did, it wouldn't be the end of the world, but it obviously wouldn't be ideal because we would be going into the season ahead after a run of losses. And really, we want as positive a form as we possibly can going into the Serie A season. We want that promotion bounce. And, you know, we'll get that promotion bounce because we're promoted. But if we can go into next season as champions, having won so many games and not on the back of a bunch of losses, it could just be the difference between us staying up and us being in a really tight relegation battle. And us going down. It could just be the difference, and hopefully we can actually stay up next season. I mean, that's the thing. We can't take it for granted that we're just going to stay up. This team has been very, very good in this league, but there's no guarantee that we are going to stay up next season. And what a goal it is from Junior Sambia. It's his first goal, I think, for the club. The new right back who we signed, we signed him mainly so we've got a right back for next season. He just comes in here and he just leathers it. And he wants to win the Serie B title in his first half of season here. And he might just have confirmed it. Every one of these players is looking forward to playing in Serie B next season. Quite a few of them will be playing there next season. Fantastic. What a start to the game that is. Totino with the assist as well. It's probably the easiest assist he's ever going to get. It was just a simple pass. Who cares? Who cares at this point? We're going up. We actually are as well. That's not hyperbole. We're going up, and we want to go up in style as champions. And as it stands, we will be doing that as well. Although, Citadel have a free kick. And they nearly, well, I was going to say they nearly score it. I don't know whether that brushed the top of the goal or anything like that. It looked like it did, but sometimes you can't really tell on FM. We've had a very good first half. However, we are not converting our chances, which is a bit frustrating. Inglese, although he's got a good rating, hasn't really done a lot as far as we can see. But we are winning and we are doing well. But we are going to say that one. We're just going to drop a bit of praise on all of the players. And, well, that didn't work, did it? Valeri's concerning me a little bit. We want to be asking Valeri a little bit more. He's just not really stepping up. He's had some good performances for us so far. But in this game, he's not really doing it. So, it said something about he's not used to the pressure that we're asking. So, we're actually going to get him to press more and see whether that works. Maybe it does, maybe it doesn't. Let's just see. Let's give it a go. It might be the opposite. Maybe he doesn't like pressing. Very well could be that, in fact. But we'll give it a go and we'll see how he does. In fact, he's gone down to a 6.3. We're just going to demand a bit more from him and hope that he can just step up a little bit and play a little bit better. He's gone back up to a 6.4 now, bless him. They are starting to have a few chances, which is a bit frustrating. We do need to kind of get a second goal just to see this game out. And it's a bit frustrating. We are going to demand more from the entire team because 1-0's fine, but I'm going to undo that. I've got buyer's remorse from it. I'm going to just undo that a little bit. 1-0's fine, but I'm just a little bit frustrated. We are going to have a shout at him, actually, because that is a woeful performance from him. Brunetta's not had a good game either. We'll take him off. We're going to bring on Bernabé. We'll get him some football as well. And I think we'll leave it at that. We don't need to make any more changes just yet. But let's go with that. Bernabé's nervous. Hopefully he can shake that off. That'd be nice. That'd be lovely. I really hope we don't concede an equaliser, because we have dominated this game and we really should be more than 1 goal ahead. And I'm a little bit frustrated with our inability to do that. We are, in fact, you know what? I know we're winning, but we're going to go attacking in the final 10 minutes and just try and break the door down. That's exactly what we're going to do. We're going to rest Goran Pandev. We're going to bring Dominguez on. I'm not going to risk Vasquez. I don't want to put him in a position where we could get hurt. We're going to put Bernabé in the middle. I want to give him a chance there. And I don't really know what else to do. We've got at least one more change, maybe 2 more. Do you know what? We're going to bring Juric on. I know I said I wasn't going to start him, but I think from the bench he'll be okay. And then we'll take Grimal off for below. No, do you know what? We'll bring Valencia on. Valencia can come on and do his thing. And that'll be the final 3 changes. And let's just see this 10 minutes out. Let's just... Hopefully, Juric, is he going to bury it? Oh, he nearly did, you know. Oh, my word, he nearly did. We're going to demand more of the boys. Let's get 1 more goal just to confirm it. I'm happy if we keep at 1-0. I'm just worried that Cittadella might just crop up with a goal in their quest for not being sucked into the depths of the relegation fight instead of being on the periphery. They've got a red card here. I think we need to take full advantage of it. I've put us on very attacking. I know that's silly, but I really want a second goal. If we don't get a second goal, it's not the end of the world. But I would really, really like one. I don't think we're getting it. We're not, but we are. Oh, we're not getting... I was waiting for a trophy celebration. Are we not getting a trophy celebration? I mean, we won the game. No trophy? No? Alright. We'll say that one. And then we're going to stick the knife in on Valeri. Furious with your performance. I am furious with his performance. He cost, well, it didn't cost a lot of money, but he cost money. Parma clinches Italian Serie B title. So why have we not got a trophy celebration? Well, you know what? Who cares? Because I've got a trophy here. You know the one. Serie B. 1. And dropped on the table. This is better than the day my kid was born. Champions. I think Salvo Consas needs to calm himself down just a little bit. But Junior Sambia with the winning goal. His first goal for the club. Again, I think it was. I can't remember off the top of my head whether it said he'd scored before or not. But that was an anticlimactic game. But it was the result we really wanted. We have clinched the title. The rest of the season doesn't really matter now. The board are very, very happy with us as well. But now we need to try and make sure that we stay up in Serie A. We can't just say, oh, job's done. We need to make sure we stay up there. We need to do what we can. Junior Sambia with the winning goal should be absolutely praised to high heaven, as you can imagine. We are crowned as the champions as well. 20-point gap with only, I think that's 18 points left on the board. That'll do. That'll do plenty. Right, I'm going to play the rest of the games. Let's see if we can go unbeaten in the league. And if we can, great. If we can't, it doesn't really matter at this point. And I'll see you guys for the season review. And just like that, after the game against Cittadella, we went on an incredible run. and we actually ended up unbeaten in Serie B, and we go promoted as champions into Serie A. So the season I'm currently in the middle of is that season, the Serie A season. It has been a very entertaining season for me so far. I'm not going to tell you why, you're going to have to wait and see. But as you can see, we did very, very well here. 28 wins, 10 draws, no losses. We've ended up with the best goal difference in the league, most goals scored, least goals conceded, 94 points. The interesting thing with our goals conceded, get rid of that. We have conceded the least amount of goals, not by a lot, but we have conceded them. But we haven't conceded a lot of goals in one go. It's 1 or 2 goals here and there, and as a result, we haven't got anyone who ended up on the clean sheet chart. Inglese did finish the top goal scorer. I'll have a double check of how many goals he actually scored. I can't show you it because it will spoil what's currently going on in the season unless I do some crafty editing, and we're just gonna hide it. But yeah, we did very, very well. In terms of the games that we played, this is how they ended up at the end of the season, and as you can see, we know we didn't lose any games, but this is the run we went on. It was just 1-0s, 2-1s, nothing very fancy, and a couple of 1-1s in there as well. But we did a very, very good job of seeing the season out, closing it out properly. Brunetta and Totino, they're the only players who we had confirmed coming into the club at this point, and they had already been confirmed, if you remember. But one thing I was very desperate to do was to get a new goalkeeper in, because it was actually announced very soon after the end of the season that Juan Luigi Buffon, the man, the myth, the legend himself, was retiring from football. He is now a junior goalkeeping coach, who I don't know whether I've managed to sign for the club yet because he wanted too much money. Spoiler, I did try and sign him. But yeah, that's how the season went. That's how things went. In terms of Roberto Inglese, Inglese got 31 goals in 38 appearances with 9 assists as well. The man was a goal machine. 40 goal contributions in the league was absolutely incredible. Goal of the season I can show you, and it's in this game here. It's actually the game that you've just seen. So you've already seen the goal. I'm going to show you it again just because why not? Junior Sambia, the new signing, is the man who ended up with that goal, and I was very, very happy with it. Again, you've already watched it, so I'm not going to commentate on it too much, but Tino just gets it out wide to him. Sambia is just like, I fancy lifting a trophy, which you never got to see, but I fancy lifting a trophy, and that goal went in the back of the net like an absolute thunderbolt. But that's really all I can talk about, because there's not any of the player of the season stuff that I can show you. As far as I'm aware, Inglese was the player of the season from what I can remember. Totino was young player of the season. Signing of the season, I think, was Grimal, quite possibly. And I can't remember anything else. I think that's pretty much it, really. That's all the bits that I can recall. It's so frustrating. I don't know if I've already mentioned, but I'd recorded this episode like a couple of weeks ago, and then I have been playing through season 2. As you now know, it's in Serie A, so it's not like I can just go back because I don't have that save file anymore. It's really frustrating. I've looked all around trying to find the where the videos would be. I've tried to recover stuff. It just hasn't worked. So this is the best I can do, unfortunately. And we'll go into the next episode, episode 1 of season 2. Fingers crossed there'll be no more technical issues. Thank you so much for watching. If you have enjoyed, please do leave a like on the video. Subscribe to the channel for more future Football Manager awesomeness. I've been Stubo. You guys have been awesome. And I'll see you next time. Cheers.